Talk with Beth, where today we are looking at what happened in 2024 here on Bolivar Peninsula. So what I did, I went in and took the numbers from the Houston Association of Realtors, and what I cover is just Bolivar Peninsula right here in Galveston County. We cover from the ferry to High Island and from the beach to the bay. We have 27 miles of beautiful beach property. So come on with me. I'm going to discuss what we saw, what differences I'm seeing, and who knows what's going to happen in 2025, but we can only go up from here, y'all. So come on, let's see what we got. In 2024, our average sales price was $497. Now, in 2023, our average was $519. So that's about a 5% decrease. And what I saw across the board is that we were just kind of on average. We didn't see any big changes over this past year, except for the number of houses we sold. But you'll see that the prices pretty much stay the same as far as the average sales price, but you're going to see a difference in the price per foot and the number of houses on the market. 24, we ended up with an average of $340. Now, when I say average, I'm taking everything into consideration on homes, just homes. I'm not looking at land, and I'm taking it from the beach to the bay, so it's an average. So that average in 2024 was $340. Now, in 2023, the average was $373. That's a difference of, $33 a foot, which means a lot. Because if you have a 2,000 square foot house and it's $33 a foot difference, that's $60,000. So that does mean a lot. It didn't really come out that much in the sales price, but it showed up in the price per square foot. So what that might mean is that we have larger houses selling this time of year, or this past year. We'll see. How many did we sell? Well, this is huge too. So in 2024, we sold 237 houses. Now, in 2023, we sold 274, which that is a difference of 30 houses, which may not seem like a lot, but when you're sitting with a lot of houses on the market, it does seem like a lot. So it definitely made a difference for me. I'm sure for you sellers out there, it also made a difference. I just got kind of geeky about this. I really dove into the numbers and looked at each month. Okay, what happened each month? What can I see? And in 2023, our average sales price compared to 2024, we took some highs in May, which you can expect. In both years, we went higher for the average sales price. In 2023, we took an extreme high of $670 for the average sales price. And then in 24, our extreme high was in May. So otherwise, they just kind of steadied it. You can see that in the chart. Our average days on the market was 106. So if you're going on the market, you can expect on it, on average, to stay on the market 106. Now that may change. I usually look at it for the past 6 months when I'm doing comparables for an individual's home. But this average was for the entire year. Okay, so our sold price per foot. What happened throughout the entire year, and how does it compare to 2023? So we really, didn't see a whole big, huge change, which you really wouldn't. The highs in 2024 was a 409, and that was in 407. And then the low for 24 was a 303 and 301, and that was in November. Then if you look back at 23, we didn't have a high higher than 24. The high we had during 23 was 393. 393. and that was in January. So, and then our low in 23 was, what? 361, 357, 346, right in there. And that was, I mean, July, November, and December. So I didn't really pinpoint anything there that stuck out. The number of homes sold. So when are those homes selling? So the homes typically sell in March. We had a high. In June, we had a high. In 23, we had a high of 39 houses in June of 23. And then in September, we had a high of 32. Otherwise, the homes stayed, in between the 20s to the 10s. Then in 2024, we had a high in March, so sellers hopefully will have a good March, and then another high in May, and then in October. So those were around the 25. Other than that, then we were in the upper teens. So hopefully we'll see some similarities going into 2025, and we'll see more houses sell. Okay, number of houses on the market. Where do we see the peaks and the lows? Well, we really just started peaking, then we started coming down in 24. We didn't see highs and lows and highs and lows. So in January, we started at 276 houses on the market, and we peaked in May to 395. And then we ended up the year, it just steadily started going down throughout the year. And then December, we ended up at 321. Now that number's changed today, but I'm just looking at 2024. Then in 2023, what a difference a year makes. We started the year at 164. We peaked at 297 in July, and then we ended up at 282. So you can see we are about 100 houses more on the market than what we were in 23. So if you're driving around and you see all those signs, that's one of the reasons why. Now you're going to see also the number of houses sold is another reason why. We just don't have the buyers. So those houses are staying on the market a little bit longer. And then the active price per square foot, that hasn't changed a lot, y'all. And we do need to see those prices coming down so you're closer to the sold price instead of the active price. But they're pretty much staying the same. In 2023, they were actually higher than they were in 2024. We started the year at 408, and we continued rocking along. And even in June of 2023, we were at 408, and then we ended the year at 388. Now, come to 2024, we started the year at 376, so we are seeing those numbers come down to a more realistic sales price, or a listing price. We had a high 387, and then we're starting to drop, and then we came back up a little bit. Well, we ended the year at 376. Hopefully we won't go that much lower, but time will tell. I wish I had a crystal ball. Months of inventory. So this indicates how many months it would take to get through the amount of houses we do have on the market. So like I said, we ended the year at 321 days. Number of houses, 321, and we started the year with 8 months of inventory, and then we ended at 35 months of inventory. So that because we only had so many sell, we had so much more inventory to get through. And without any buyers out there, it's hard to get through all that inventory. So Mr. and Mrs. Seller, that's what you're looking at, unless you want to be a little bit more aggressive on pricing. And then in 2023, we started the year at 24. In the middle, we were around 9, which was good. Average for the nation is around 6 months of inventory. That is considered a healthy market. If you go below that, that's considered a seller's market. Right now, we are definitely in a buyer's market. So buyers out there, if you're looking, please give me a call. Let's see. So pendings. This number, we had some good improvement in April, March and April. We spiked, and then we went back down into the lower teens, and then we came back up in September 24. And in 23, we kind of rose during the summer, and then came down at the end. Kind of, it goes along with our sales, our sold properties. So these are properties that aren't on the market. They go under contract, and then they go to closing. So it tells me when I'm looking at it, okay, what can I expect to see the next month? So, okay, how did we compare for the past 5 years? And what difference did we have as far as pricing and everything? And this is a good indicator for sellers. If you bought during a certain time, you're going to expect to pay less or get less than what you may have bought it for. So in 2020, the average sale price was $347. See that on the graph. And then we had 285 houses sell. In 21, we had our average sales price was $467, and we had 395 houses that sold. So I'd say if you bought in 21, you did really good, because that average sales price was pretty low, and there were a lot of houses that sold. Here we go. This is the peak. In 22, this is when things were crazy. The average sales price was $618, and we had 368 houses sell. Then we dropped to $517 in 23 after the interest rates go up, and we had 278 houses sell. And then the economy really kind of hurt us, and now our average is $496. So it's not that much different from 23 to 24. From $517 to $496, that's about 5%. But if you look from $496 to 22, and you're looking at $120,000 difference approximately, that's about a 20% difference. And folks, that makes a difference when you're looking at the bottom line, a 20% difference. So we had 237 houses sell at the end of 24. So praying that we see some improvement over the next year, the economy, it stimulates some more buyer activity, or the sellers decide, you know, I love Crystal Beach, I'm going to enjoy my house a little bit longer. I hope we see that. I hope we see some buyers come down. If you have questions about what your property would sell for, I'd be happy to discuss that with you. You can reach out to me. I am at 214-801-9801. I'm here and I'm local, and I'm happy to help. Y'all have a great day.